Remember that exercise they did in the strongman, the crucifix, right? That's a great isometric to do, but also it doesn't generate anything in this bottom position. So crucifix I love to do as a way of adding in as an intensifier on your last set. Come back, boy. Good day, governors. Coach Troy Brown, IFBB Pro, apexphysiques.ca, your go-to resource for physique transformation and physique development. That's a mouthful. Anyway, want to talk to you about side laterals, right? You know I love training. I sit and think about all these weird things. You know I'm a bit weird when it comes to training. I absolutely love it. It's in my passion. It's a purpose, and I'll do it to the day I die. However, I want to talk to you about doing lateral raises, right? Side lateral raises specifically with dumbbells. Now, if you look at a dumbbell side lateral raise, right, it's at its most heaviest point when you're up here, right? When you hold that weight there, when that arm is parallel to the ground and you got that dumbbell as far away from the midline as possible, right? That's where it's at its most tension. But what about this bottom position? You don't get much tension there, do you? We could actually change the forces that the side delt's been subjected to, and why not do it on an incline? We could do it on an incline and create tension in that bottom position. So I'm going to show you a video that I did yesterday in the gym, and I actually learned this years ago from Dexter Jackson. He taught it to me. You don't need a ton of load, but the initiation process starts at the bottom, but you don't get the tension at the top though, but all the tension is from that bottom to mid-range. Okay, so that's a good thing. Now there's new research, well, it's not new research, we all know the benefits of posing, right? When we pose, we activate muscle. It's great for mind muscle connection, as I've spoken about before, from the motor cortex to the spinal cord, then to the muscle. But doing posing might actually be also a beneficial thing to do in conjunction with your resistance training. Doing posing, like contracting muscle groups, doing isometrics has massive value in terms of hypertrophy, right? Building muscle. So doing posing, specifically posing like bodybuilding poses, maybe on your days off, might be a good idea in conjunction with your regular training split, which I always say you don't want to be doing 5 and 6 days a week. We want to be doing 4 to 3 and using those last sets, depending on the movement pattern, to go to complete muscular failure. Obviously, we don't want to be going to failure on those bigger movement patterns like deadlifts, squats, bench presses as an example. On the peripheral muscles, we can go to failure on those all day long. But anyway, let me shut up here, and I'm going to show you this side lateral raise on an incline, which I believe is going to be a great addition to introduce into your training. Number one, it's unilateral. Number two, it creates a ton of tension at bottom position. What's up, governors? All right, we're doing some seated side laterals, right? Doing it seated, we all know the value. Way better to do it seated than standing. When you're doing it standing, you can definitely use momentum. You can generate a little bit of hip torque to get the weight up. Doing them sitting down is a great way to go. You can activate the medial delt way better. Like I was saying, right, most of the tension generates from the mid to the upper portion of the exercise. So that top part there is where you get all the tension. You don't get much from the bottom, right? So what would be a good alternative? Well, you could do it up against the machine, which allows you not to use momentum, and it allows you not to go into lumbar extension, so you can keep basically your whole vertebrae up against something. I think that's a good idea. Now you can't cheat, right? I think now, as you get older, the idea of lifting 60 pound, 70 pound dumbbell laterals may have long gone. It has for me anyway. So I actually like using kettlebells too, because I find that the resistance seems to be a lot heavier on the way down, maybe because the weight distribution is sort of underneath your hand, right? But anyway, this is the movement I was talking to you about. This is the incline. I'm about 50 degrees here on the incline bench, and notice that is all beneficial from the bottom position. Like all the tension, if you will, is coming from the bottom to the mid position. Not much at the top though, but you see my point, right? You can actually raise the dumbbell from a dead stop position. So you can actually rest the dumbbell on your quad and then initiate the exercise. Not sure what that guy's doing in the background behind me though. But anyway, this is a great movement to do and great exercise to do from that starting position, from that thigh. And it really bites into that insertion point on that medial deltoid. And if you do have any imbalances, this is probably a good thing to do. If you've got anything like I do, I have my right injured shoulder is a problem, so I like doing these with light loads. I don't preferably use anything heavier than 20-pound dumbbells. I just see it as a waste of time. So I'd rather just chisel my physique at my age, 46, and use light loads. It kind of makes sense, doesn't it? That's it, governors. Short and sweet today. I always get to the point. I don't want to waste your time, and I want to get straight to the point and deliver good content that's of value. None of this drawn out nonsense that you see on YouTube. Straight to the point, getting you efficient in the gym, so that way you don't waste your precious time, right? We've only got 24 hours in the day. There's only one of you, there's only one of I, and we need to make the workouts absolutely count. And that's why I do these videos, to help you get to the next level so you can 10x your results and quit wasting time and get straight to the point. That's what it's about, right? Anyway, if you like what you heard today, please leave a comment below. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also please like this video if it's really helped you. Subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got value.